That is why the best way to know other people is to know myself first. So bootcamp is talking about understand who am I.
Network marketing is the best platform for human beings to come together, for people to connect with each other and understand that we are same. We are same people.
The feel good and happiness is so expensive today.
Honestly, I made the best choice. I'll never regret. I really made the best choice, and I'm grateful for you, Pao. Good morning, Pa.
Good morning, Kamasa.
How are you today?
I'm so
okay.
fine. I'm so fine. How about you?
I'm fine.
I'm in Jakarta. You?
I'm in Uganda, Kampala.
How is everything in Uganda?
Uganda is fine. It's okay. Calm as usual. Now it's rainy. Some days it's extremely cold. And some days it's not really hot but warm. So how is Jakarta?
Jakarta is a little bit hot in Jakarta now.
Good to have you today. I'm so happy to have you today for us to share. So I know Paongi, I have known you for 11 years already, and I'm blessed to have you. I am so grateful to God because I've learned a lot from you. And today it's another opportunity for me. I would like to know more on bootcamp. Bootcamp, it's so exciting for me. That word, whenever I hear it, I have ghost pimple on my body. I'm like, oh my God, bootcamp. I get all the images in my mind. When the first time I attended bootcamp, that was back in 2011 in Jakarta, and I blessed that day for that. And so you being the founder, being the person who brought up that concept, what is the meaning of bootcamp exactly?
Wow, amazing, Kamasa. I just realized that we already meet each other already 11 years. Wow, time flies. Yeah. And thank you, Kamasa. Actually, it's more to bring out the best of the people, because I believe every single person, they have the potential within. In this bootcamp, people can realize how powerful actually as human being they have in the mind. Most of them not yet bring out the best of themselves. That is why after bootcamp, people feel so fresh and feel so good, and most of them can reach their most potential. This is not only bring out the best of him or her, actually also helping people to release all the invisible burdens. Because in our life, since we are still in mother womb, a lot of negative issue already installing, like download the file, in like a computer, download the file into our subconscious mind. We cannot delete the file. The only thing that we can move to the recycle bin. After that, like computer can do more and more powerful. Yeah, something like that. And by the way, can you share a little bit what is the changing of you after bootcamp?
Well, bootcamp is so amazing. When I came to bootcamp, I realized that there were some things in me I didn't realize I had some issue. Bootcamp actually helped me to bring out those aspects and for me to realize it was something bad, or I was somebody who could keep a lot of grudge. I mean, I could forgive you, but I will not forget. It will keep coming each time I see you. But bootcamp actually helped me to clean up, to keep away that burden, to throw it away. I had a grudge with my auntie, and I didn't even realize I was still bearing grudge with her. I was talking to her, but I did not realize that I had not forgiven her for what happened. And when I was in bootcamp, it was in the hall during during one of the sessions, that I realized that I had grudges for my auntie. And out of a sudden, I saw myself releasing that burden. I saw myself talking about her unconsciously. I felt so relieved after the session in bootcamp. And behold, my auntie was actually in the hospital. My auntie was in the hospital that day. And when we finished the session, when we had time to call, I called the hospital and spoke with her. But you know, the next day she died.
Wow.
I was still in Jakarta. The next day, my auntie died.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my God, it's as if I was the one holding back my auntie, because I actually had grudges with her, but I did not know. So I think bootcamp it's something that is very powerful. I've never experienced it in my life. I've attended trainings, I've listened to people on personal development, but it has never been like that. It has never touched me that way, to a point where something that was stored in my subconscious mind come out suddenly, and for me to just release it out. I was so happy. So for me now, I don't carry people in my mind. If you hurt me, I talk it with you and I just forget, I forgive you and I forget, and I move on with my life. So for me, that is the great thing bootcamp actually did for me. So, and I'm so grateful for that. That's why I know, each time when I see Papa Ongi, I see you, each time I think of your name, I'm like, this is a godsend. I think bootcamp is important for every single human being. And I think carrying someone in your mind, it weighs you down, it pulls you down. Though you might think you're fine, you're happy, but deep in you, something is lacking. Because now I'm so free, I'm so happy all the time. Even when somebody hurts me, I don't feel sad. At that moment, it will hurt me. At that moment, I can react at that moment, and then I get over it. So that is the great impact I received in bootcamp, and being in that bootcamp, it helped me actually to increase again my emotional part. And for me, I have a lot of feelings. I feel a lot for human being like me. So I'm careful the way I talk now, not to hurt anyone, because I know what it means to hurt anyone by word or by action. And this is grace to bootcamp. This is grace to bootcamp. I learned from bootcamp that if I talk to somebody negatively, it's going to hurt that person, and it can impact the person's life throughout. So I'm careful now the way I talk to people. I'm careful the way I react to people, because just my reaction can frustrate someone and destroy the person's entire life. And which is a great lesson I learned from bootcamp, because such a lesson, practically you can have it anywhere in the world. I've never had it. I've been listening to trainings, I've been watching people, I've been attending, but I've never had that kind of training and that kind of feeling. So for me, I feel like the entire world should get into bootcamp. And I tell people who read the book Value Your Life, you wrote, I tell people, when you read this book, you have to participate and live it, because reading the book is not enough. Reading the book is not enough. You have to go for bootcamp and then live it yourself and get the change, because it's a personal change. As you earlier said, it helps people to release burden. Yes, it really helps people to release burden. I'm really one of them. I feel it and I lift it. And today the impact is on me.
It's the significant impact after you release the invisible burdens, and any impact that you can feel until now, the result of the release the burden.
Yes, for me now, the physical impact is like, I'm not nervous again. I used to be nervous. I used to be nervous before. And I think that the burdens I had was the one pushing me to be nervous. Before, I used to be so nervous. I used to be so angry. Each time somebody hurts me or you do something, I do it, unconsciously. I react unconsciously. And I used to be very defensive, very, very defensive. And I think it was due to the fact that I had a lot of burden on me. They were actually pulling me down. So I developed this attitude of defensive attitude, trying to protect myself each time, trying to block so that nobody penetrate me with words or with action. So I think after I released those burdens, I learned that I need to take people the way they are. People are different. I have to open up my mind and let people penetrate me, because people are different. It's in boot camp. People can never be the same. We are created different, and we are all unique. So I learned to open my mind now so that people can penetrate. But once I had the burden, I was defensive. I was closed. So people could not easily, even like once you're telling me something, if I'm not okay with what you're saying, it will not penetrate me. I won't accept it. Wow. Because I had that defensive attitude. I was trying to protect myself not to be hurt. So with bootcamp now, I'm free. I listen more to people again, and I let people talk to me. I accept people's reactions, people's reaction towards me, because I know people are different. People can never be the same. So let them be, whether they are right or they are wrong. I just need to listen to them and then do what I'm supposed to do.
Aside of your daily life, is there any impact to your business and other aspect of life? Yeah, for example,
like in business, actually, the business we do, it's network marketing, and it gets to do with interhuman relationship. We get to do with people. We are dealing with people. So now collaborating with people, it's more easier, because people come from different countries with different attitude, brought up differently. They can never be same like me. I was brought up in a different way too. I have my own culture. They have their own cultures. So now I'm more relaxed, and I don't expect people to be like me. Because actually before, that was my point. I was like, because I was brought up with some principles in my family, extremely disciplined and this, I expected everybody to be disciplined like me, which is not how life is supposed to be, which is not real. People cannot be like me. I just learned, bootcamp made me to understand that no, people come from different zones. So now I am more relaxed, and I take people the way they are. I try to cope with them and just accept their positive side. If they are not disciplined like me, okay, I just know that they cannot be like me. Maybe they will learn to be like me with time. So it has a great impact on me in my daily life, actually, in my business, because I collaborate with people every day. So I accept people now the way they are and give them the chance to also change.
Fantastic. It's a fantastic sharing from you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, I'm going to ask you another question again in relation to bootcamp. What made you to think of such a concept? Because the concept you've just explained to me, it's really amazing. I've been trying to figure out what actually pushed Papa Ongi to sit down and think of putting in place that concept of bootcamp. What stimulated you?
Yeah, actually, starting 2000, I achieved what called financial free and time free. Since that day, I think I must do something to contribute to help more people, because I know where I came from. I was poor. I was poor in many aspects in life, leadership and so on. Since this network marketing business helping me, and this personal development helping me a lot, I think I must do something to pay back to the society. Based on my experience, life experience, based on my interactive, like you say, collaboration with people around the world, also my experience in training, learning, and many things, I put into the one concept. This about actually, at the beginning, I'm only thinking, bring the best people from inside out, from the within. Bring out the best potential. Impact after the bootcamp is so fantastic, miracle ways. And a lot of miracle happen after the bootcamp. I think maybe God hands also in our bootcamp, so many miracle. You know, the purpose at the beginning only to form a good teamwork, okay, release the burden, something like that. And I don't know why after the bootcamp, so many people happens different life changing, or almost in different aspect in life. That was shocking me also, After the first bootcamp, I was also shocked see the impact after bootcamp. Since that day, from mouth to mouth, people talk to the friends, talk to the family. So people one by one They come to the boot camp and slowly go to the world. Like you come from Uganda. I believe after the boot camp, also you send so many people from different countries to the boot camp.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true. Mm.
That's so amazing, really amazing, because the concept is so wonderful. You know, I used to sit and I reflect. I'm like, oh my God, how did Papa Ongi sit down to really think of this? Because the impact, as you said, is really huge. It's really huge. It has gone all over the world. And I want to know, Papa, in the beginning, were you thinking, did you have in your mind that boot camp was to be extended all over the world, or you just thought of Indonesia only? Because now all the 6 continents have already attended boot camp training.
Me, myself, when I do something, I do something to see impact to the world. That's why if you pay attention, the company name is EduNet Global. Global, yeah. So if talking about global vision, yes, I have the global vision, but I never think the impact is so huge. I only think maybe impact to the world for the leadership, people skill, and teamwork. As simple as that. It's a good teamwork between country and country. I'm only thinking the teamwork and collaboration, leadership. But after the bootcamp, it's more than that, more than what I expected actually. I thanks God for that.
That's really amazing. So now, how many sessions have you had for the bootcamp training since it was created? And which year exactly was bootcamp created?
Bootcamp was started in 2003. I still remember in February, 14th of February actually. It's what you call the Valentine Day.
Yes.
Yeah, Valentine Days, we start the bootcamp. I don't know why suddenly I
Wow.
just remember this about love.
Yes,
Valentine
it's
Day is
about love.
talking love, and bootcamp
Yes.
is a lot of love. So coincidentally happened in the Valentine Day 2003. We started the bootcamp, and until now I think more about 107 left already the bootcamp until now. Yeah.
107.
Yeah,
And do
107.
you know approximately the number of participants that has participated up to date?
Actually, participant at the beginning is not a lot. I still remember the first bootcamp only 33 people, but slowly grow. So I don't know at your time. So sometimes we conduct bootcamp is about 500 people. Yeah, because the room is not so big. Also, we cannot more than 500. Yeah, the maximum we conducted is 500 plus people inside the room. Yeah, I don't know at your time how many people at when you came to bootcamp. I think 300 something.
In my time in 2011,
Yeah,
when I attended bootcamp, we were around 300, I think.
300. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
every month more or less 300 to 500 every time in the bootcamp, more or less. Because I don't say we cannot conduct the bootcamp in a very big. It is possible, but only we don't have the facility. I mean the room, because we must conduct bootcamp in somewhere. The place must be peace. Like in Puncak.
Yeah.
We need that kind of environment. Puncak is not that hot. We cannot conduct bootcamp in Jakarta because Jakarta is too hot. Puncak, in Puncak, we don't have the hall for more than 1,000 people. Until now, only about 500 maximum, 500 something. If we have the facility, of course, we can conduct 1,000, 2,000. Actually, the same result, I believe.
And that's really amazing. And for me, boot camp, it has no price, because we don't actually pay for that boot camp.
By the way, like you in Africa, you spend how much money fly to Jakarta to attend this kind of bootcamp? How much money you spend at one
In
time?
Africa,
Yeah.
depending on the countries, because the countries where we do visa, where we need visa to Jakarta, we spend approximately 3 million francs CFA, which is around $6,000.
6,000 USD.
Yes, for expenses, for all the expenses.
Oh,
that is visa, ticket, air ticket, and also the hotel bill and feeding, everything. Because what is expensive for us is the air ticket and the visa. That is what is really expensive for us.
How long, for example, you in Uganda until when you arrive in Jakarta, it takes how many hours? How many days?
It takes, I think it's 22 hours flight. It's 22 hours.
22 hours, but transit.
Transit, lots of transit, yes.
A lot of transit. Maybe you take another total in 2 days, then arrive in Jakarta. Is that correct?
Yes. For me, compared to what we receive or what I received in boot camp, there is no price for it. Trust me. Because this is a life-changing something, and the amount of money we spend for the transportation is not even the training. The training is nothing. We don't even pay for the training, actually. We really don't pay for the training. The training fee is nothing compared to what we receive. Is actually nothing. We spend money only on the flight and the visa issue. That's where the money goes. And but I don't consider it to be expensive. I really don't consider it to be. It's nothing compared to what I received and what the training has done to me, the impact in my life, because it's a lifetime impact, and not only to me, and also to my entire family, and to all my generation, and to all the people I interact with. So it has no price, really. It really has no price. So that's why I say you are really amazing, Papa Ongi. You are amazing.
Thank you.
Honestly, you are amazing. I'm so grateful to have known you. But one more thing I want to know is that, okay, this boot camp, for you, how is it important? Because we are into a business we are into network marketing. How is it important? How can it impact a distributor's life? I watch you have been attending as a crew to assist. I've been seeing you acting. I've been seeing you on scene conducting the training. How is it important? Not impact. How is it important to somebody who wants to create a network?
It is true, Mama Kamasa. You know, in network marketing, it's talking people, human. Yeah, if talking about, like I say, collaboration with people, it's not easy job. We have the different culture. We have the different background. Of course, each country, the different culture already, different habit. Since network marketing, especially when you build international network, global, we must understand how people think and must understand human character. That is why the best way to know other people is to know myself first. So bootcamp is talking about understand who am I. This is the key to understand the rest of my team. Okay, if I don't know who am I, confirm I cannot handle the rest of my team, because this is talking people skill business. This is talking about leadership business. This is talking about teamwork. In network marketing, is talking about teamwork. You build a team from different character, different background. You can imagine some people is very high educated, some people are very low educated. How we communicate with the low educated people, high educated people? Some people is so worse. They are so poor. Some people are so rich, you know. So they have a different mindset. How we link all this group of people to be one. So we need this kind of called super soft skill. From this experience in bootcamp, we bring back. Actually, we can apply in our daily life, especially when we are starting to build our network marketing group. That's why, as you say, if you want to build a very solid team, especially global network, I think bootcamp is one of the best solutions. Yeah, you have done the fantastic right decision. Like you invest so much money and time. After that, I can also see your business also grow, your group also very grow. And maybe you also can see the benefit from bootcamp. I saw you bring so many people from different countries, then they come to bootcamp. And maybe you also can feel the result. Is that correct? You can see the different, you can see the different mindset people before bootcamp and after bootcamp. Or we so-called leaders, sometimes leader never went to bootcamp, and the leader after bootcamp, you can see the quality of the leadership, and the mindset and so on. Is that correct?
Yes, thank you very much. It's very important, very, very important. Everyone who will watch this, who will listen to this, if you really hope to have passive income in your life, if you really want to have a big team and strong team, make sure you attend the bootcamp. So thank you, Papa Ongi, for that particular explanation or sharing. One more thing I want to know about is that what is your plan for from now to 5 years with the concept of bootcamp? How do you want it to to be? How do you want it to look like? I know now it has impacted a lot of lives. So many people's lives have changed, and so many results, so many positive things all over the world, all the 6 continents. And people's life has not only changed mentally, but also socially, because it got to do with the network, as you said. It has raised people from nothing to something. They have realized they have to value themselves. I have realized I have to value myself to become a better person. And also my lifestyle has changed grace to this bootcamp, because I've become a different person. My business has grown. Financially, I'm no more the same person I was before knowing bootcamp. Financially, I'm different. Mentally, I'm different. And in my social interaction, I'm a different person right now. Is there another concept you have put in place apart from this bootcamp?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to launch online training connected with super soft skill. But of course, it's not like bootcamp, because as you know, bootcamp, you must attend physically.
Yes.
You cannot get maximum is through like virtual meeting. The virtual meeting is only very surface, but if you want to really going very deep, physically meeting, that is a very important in bootcamp. But I do believe also the powerful impact also even using the virtual meeting. It's only in my mind already. I'm planning to conduct something like super soft skill through this using like Zoom training. The reason behind is because if only bootcamp, like you from Uganda fly to Indonesia, take 2 days to arrive, 22 hours, and you spend 6,000 USD. Not a lot of people can do what you have done, especially time and financial part, If through this virtual meeting, we can touch more people globally at the same time. Even people with a small investment, they can attend this kind of training. I believe the impact is very powerful. I'm now in the middle of writing the concept, already almost finished. 50%, I write down already what to do. The same thing like bootcamp, 3 non-stop days.
Okay.
The different, this one in the normal bootcamp, only we can touch more people life at the same time. Bootcamp, we do only people must come to Indonesia. This one, people in Uganda, in the corner of Uganda, in USA, in Australia, in Pacific, all over the world, they can come together at the same time. I just have my vision and my dream. One day, we really conduct a very, very huge training and really all over the world the same day, so we can bring the energy together. Can you imagine? The whole world will bring the energy together. The whole world will bring the energy together, no matter what the color of the skin, the citizenship. We don't care anymore about that. What we care only one, that we all equal human being. We have the equal opportunity, equal life, people, right? And actually, God is our Father.
Yes, we have one God.
Yeah, we have on. Yeah. God is our Father. We are the same. We must hand in hands together to do something for mankind. For example, you are the mother. Of course, you want to see your kids living harmonious, happy life. Okay. Of course, you don't want to see your kids fighting each other.
No.
Network marketing is one of the way to send the message that we are one.
I do agree with you. People with different skin color, different countries, different culture, we interact. So I think it's you're perfectly right. You're correct. Network marketing is that platform that gives us the opportunity to interact with different people, because you connect with different people. So it is the best platform for us.
Even I believe, Kamasha, like you never imagine that you have the good friend in Indonesia, for example.
No, I could never even. I could never.
Yeah, you never.
No. When I was working before, I could not even think of Indonesia. That what am I going to do in Indonesia?
Now you not only have the friend in Indonesia, you have the family in Indonesia. You have Papa Suji, Mama Ailing, and even the amazing Crossland become you very, very good. Not only good friend, like family. You never imagine, right?
I could not even imagine. But today Mama Aileen calls me, we greet, we shout with the family, and life is so good. with network marketing. Trust me. I think, as
True.
you said, I'm just confirming what you said. Network marketing is the best platform for human beings to come together, for
True.
people to connect
True.
with each other and understand that we are same. We are same people, no matter our skin color, no matter our height, no matter our size, no matter the language, the
Yeah.
difference in the language, we are same. We
Yeah.
are same. And with this bootcamp that comes in also for us to really integrate that in our mind and feel free to collaborate with each other, I think the world is going to be the best place. So those
True.
of us who are doing network marketing and who has attended bootcamp, who are members of Freedom Fitness Global, it's so amazing, really so amazing. So we
Mm.
find life so easy. We find things move on well. So I'm really grateful, Bob. Really, really grateful.
Yeah. Even me, every time I went to Africa, in any country, when I was in Africa, I just feel at home, you know. I mean it.
Yes,
You know
yes.
why? Because I feel you all welcome me so good. It not only welcome me, protect me, and treat me not only business partner, treat me as a family. That kind of feeling, I tell you, I cannot buy with money.
No,
Even
no.
if I have money, if I do
Mm-mm.
other business, I cannot buy this kind of quality of the relationship.
Not at all. Not at
Yeah,
all.
true,
Not at
true.
all. And
Mm.
it is because of that feeling that, me, I'm a Cameroonian actually. And
Mm.
people wonder, how could you just move from your country with your children to a different land, to a
Mm.
different country where you have no family? I told
Mm.
them, no, I have families here in Uganda. My FFG families, my downlines are my family. And people
Mm.
wonder, how
Mm.
come you just feel free with people of a different land? Are you not scared? I'm like, I
Mm.
can't be scared. But all of this is because I did network marketing. Somebody who has not done network marketing, who is
Mm.
not a member of Freedom Fitness Global, cannot understand. They cannot integrate that concept in their mind.
True,
They
true,
cannot. And
true,
that's the
true.
reason why I say I wish the whole world can be part of us, can interact with us, can attend the bootcamp, can be into network marketing, because it's the only platform that gives you that possibility to live a free life, to really live
Mm.
a free life. Because some people do activities, but they are not free. They don't live the free life. I
True.
think they are chained. They are chained in wherever they are because they are scared of every little thing around them. But being in a business like network marketing, a training, attending training like bootcamp, where you come to understand yourself and you come to understand that the other person is same like you, the other person can protect. We can all protect each other. We can love each other. We can be connected, and we live a better life. It's so amazing. I think
Mm-hmm.
it has some added value. It makes you live longer than before.
That I believe, because
Yes,
if you have the
yes,
happy feeling, of course, improve your quality of your life,
yes.
improve even physically, the cell in your body, they feel good, they grow longer, they live longer, the lifespan must be longer. That's what I believe.
Very, very. Me too. I believe that.
Kamasa, you look younger and younger. First time I saw you, you look older
No,
than now. Yeah. Time I
you're
saw
right.
you, why? Why Mama Kamasa look younger and younger and younger, more beautiful. The energy is so good. I talked to Mama Eiling. Do you realize that almost our leader in Africa now, they look younger and younger, including Mama Kamasa, look younger and more beautiful. The face can see the energy, the energy wise is totally different. I saw
You're
you the
right.
first time, you're like a peaceful person, like a lot of burden, stress, that you are not easily to smile at the time. Now I saw the smile face every time I feel the frequency, the energy. Wow,
You're
fantastic.
right, Pa. You're really right. Because when you find yourself in the midst of people who are always happy, in the midst of people who are positive, in the midst of people who have a positive mindset, people who value themselves, people
Mm,
who make you understand you are important,
true,
people
true.
who make you understand you have some potentials in you. I mean, you just have to feel good. And I think
Mm,
the only place I could get this is only in network marketing with Freedom Fitness Network. Trust me. I don't think, because I have been an employee before, I couldn't feel that way. I couldn't be the way I am today. You know, yesterday, on the 16th was my birthday.
By the way, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. And my friends were like, come on, you're not kidding. Are you 44 years old? You're kidding, right? I said, but guys, I'm 44. But no one wants to believe that I'm 44 years old. They said, but you're too young. You look 20-something. Some are saying you look 30. Some are saying you look 35. I said, no, I'm not kidding. I'm 44. You know, I feel it is all the environment we have been into for 10 years now. The kind of trainings I've been receiving, the kind of people around me, the kind of families like you, Mama Eileen, Papa Sugento, Papa Raul, and Mama Nadine, and the amazing downlines around me. You know, the energy is just being positive, and everything around me is positive, and my cells keep vibrating. So I'm just happy, just too happy for that.
You know, the feel good and happiness is so expensive today, because not everybody can achieve that kind of feeling good and happiness. Even a lot of money sometimes, like this now the coronavirus situation. Even people, I saw so many rich people now, they're stressful today. But meanwhile, I can see you're so happy in the middle of this COVID-19. I didn't feel any worry from you or stress from the face of you. I never see the stress.
No, not at all. Not at all. With this period of Corona, so many people are stressed, as you said, because of the financial situation, because of the illness itself. They are scared because their mind is not like my own mind. Me, who have been in a positive environment, I've been attending trainings that help me to keep a positive mindset in front of any situation. My way of seeing things is quite different. My way of thinking now is quite different. So me, I'm happy why they are stressed. So the difference is clear. The difference is actually clear because being with people who are always happy, people who always talk positively and they won't talk negative words, it helps a lot. It really helps a lot. So I think it's the best thing. I think I'm just so excited because I made the best choice. I'll never regret. And I'm grateful for you, Paongi.
I believe after this Corona, you are ready to fly from one city to another city, one country to another country, one continent to another continent, to provide something positive, to give hope to people around the world. I think this kind of job, this kind of business, I think I also feel so good. We can do so much all over the world today.
Yeah. I wish everybody can understand. I really wish people can understand because this is the best gift. This is the best choice so far. Really the best choice. When you do something, you love it, you do it with passion, where you are happy, you're not stressed, it is the best thing. It's the best option. Because so many people fall sick these days. It's not because they want to be sick, but it's just because of the environment where they find themselves. Where they find themselves, just the work they do and is enough to render them sick. But if you're doing like what we do today, people used to ask me, don't you feel tired flying? This week you're in this country, next week you're in this country. Don't you feel overwhelmed? I'm like, no, I'm not. I don't feel tired. I don't feel tired because for me, I do it with passion. I just feel like, oh no, I need to go share with these people in this country. Oh no, I need to go share because I think just sharing with them, like I'm sharing with you right now, you're making my day. I'm just so excited. You know, I feel good, I feel happy. So I just feel like if I do same with other people, that will help them to extend their life span. It will help them to live longer and also enjoy life because life is good. So good, as you normally say. I just want to be happy all the time. And I do appreciate, I really do appreciate that. And I think we have come to the end of our show, and thank you for all your sharing, Paongi, in terms of bootcamp. And I would say bootcamp is the best training any other person need to attend. Thank you for the concept of wanting to do the online. Going to be a big opportunity for so many people who are unable to finance the trip or unable to pay a trip to Jakarta. They will at least come to connect online and learn.
Yeah.
It's very, very important. I pray everyone who will watch this show should do their best to attend bootcamp. Be it online, be it in Jakarta, it's a great opportunity. And you will never have it in a university class. You will not go to school and they will give you the training you can get from bootcamp. It doesn't exist anywhere. Because other trainings on personal development, people mostly they share on they read people's books and they share. But bootcamp, it's a life something. It's a practical life something. Everybody needs to attend bootcamp. Many people attend bootcamp. We will change the world. The world will become a better place. Let us follow him with his mission so that together we can change the world. Thank you for being that person who is contributing to humanity, contributing to change people's lives, contributing for people to become better, for the world to be a better place. You have had great impact onto us, the Africans, who have been able to be in touch with you. We will forever be grateful to God and to you. We will forever be grateful to the FFG family, and we'll be forever grateful to Mama Eileen, Papa Sugento, these amazing people who actually connected us, because it is grace to them that I got to know you, Papa Ongi. So I will be forever grateful to them. I thank God for bringing them into my life. I thank God for bringing you, Papa Ongi, into my life, and for giving you that zeal, giving you that real you, because you are special. Honestly, you are special. Being that person who sacrifices to see other people, not even sacrificing for money. Many people sacrifice out there. You do it just to help people. You find peace seeing people happy. And I'm so grateful to have known you, because many people out there are looking for people like you.
Thank you, Mama Kamasha. I'm so happy to listen all the experience you already gained from this bootcamp and also in FFG family. This is one of the happiness that I have done in this industry. Even I have conducted bootcamp so many years, I don't feel tired. Like you say, you fly so many cities. Sometimes people say, "Well, Mama Kamasha, you are not tired. Fly here, fly there." The same thing, because you do it with passion, with love. I believe because out of love and passion you do so. The same thing when I conducted bootcamp or do this network marketing. As I say, I'm so happy to see you sharing the life changing for you. I believe you will be the next super top leader in FFG family. The purpose not only super top, but the most important thing, you can touch more people's life, not only in Africa only. I believe in the future, you can be global top leader, fly around the world together. Let's join together and bring more people in this industry, bring more people in this network marketing, because network marketing is a very good vehicle to link people, to collaborate people around the world. So thank you, Mama Kamasha. Send my regards to your family, especially our also FFG family in the whole Africa. I miss you all. I wish after this COVID-19, maybe I will fly in Africa soon, because I miss you all. I miss the family over there.
We miss you too, because we are connected.
Yeah, true. We pray to God that hopefully COVID-19 will be recovered soon, and we can meet each other physically. Again, thank you for watching, for friends all over the world, and our FFG family, and the rest of the people, other friends all over the world watching this. Hopefully, the sharing of Kamasha can bless you. Thank you, and see you again.
Thank you, Pat. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. Thank you. My love to your family. Thank you. Thank you. See you soon.
Yeah, see you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You
love
too.
You, Dad.
Yeah,
love you.
Love you.
Pak Ongki bisa bersikap, sikapnya itu di mindsetnya Bapak itu bagaimana? Memisahkan waktu ngomong sebagai leader, tapi dalam sedetik kemudian setelah case-nya selesai, seperti
Iya,
biasa
betul.
kembali seperti teman. Gimana mindset di Pak Ongki itu seperti apa mengatur begitu?
Dalam organisasi kita membangun jaringan, ada saatnya kita sebagai leader gitu ya, tegas dan disiplin pada saat itu. Tapi bukan berarti tegas dan disiplin kita nggak bersahabat gitu ya.
Saya terasa banget sih dengan adanya Free Time 21 itu menjadi secara tidak langsung memulihkan segalanya.
Banyak hal saya bertumbuh dari buku juga. Di samping training, CD gitu ya, buku is one of the best mentor lah sebenarnya.